So today we are going to solve add two numbers in a linked list problem in the lead code, which was second problem in the lead code. So what is the question saying? Let me reset the entire code. Okay, let me reset it. Okay. So what is the question saying for us? You are given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reverse order and each of the nodes contains a single digit and the two numbers and they return the sum as a linked list. So what it is basically saying to us? So we have a number. Let's suppose here we have a number 243. Okay, this 243, as we can see here, it was represented in the linked list. But what is the actual number it is? It was represented in the reverse order. So the actual number is 342. Okay. And what was the second number which we have got? 564. Okay. 5, 6 and 4. What is the actual number that is? The reverse of this number, that is 4, 6 and 5. Okay. 465. So if we add these two numbers, what we are getting? Okay, if we add these two numbers, 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, let us add that. 5 plus 2 is 7 and 6 plus 4 is 10, carry 1 and it will be 807. Okay, it will be 807 and both sides it will be gonna that only if we add. So the resultant thing was 807. And what was this? 7, 0 and 8. Okay, so the resultant was this much. 4 plus 3 is 7, 10, 1 and 807. What we have to do, we have to represent this 807 in a linked list. We have to represent this 807 in a linked list. How we are going to do that? Okay, it was very simple. So let us suppose the two numbers are num1 and let us name it a string and num2 let us name it also a string. Okay, so why I have taken the two numbers as a string? Why not an integer? Why? Because I have to represent this numbers, the resultant number, as a string in the linked list. So as an integer in the linked list, as a single node. Like if I got 807, I have to represent the reverse of it. The actual number will be 708. Okay, this 807 reverse thing, which was 708, I have to represent that number in the linked list. Okay, so in the linked list, it will be easy for me to pick each and every element and to keep in the linked list as a node. Okay, so num1 and num2 let it be a string. So what I will be doing, I have to take the numbers 2, 4, 3 from the linked list. Okay, how I am gonna do that? I'm gonna iterate it while L1 not equal to none. Okay, while L1 not equal to none, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just say num1 is equal to num1 plus L1 dot value. So what does this L1 dot value contains? This L1 dot value contains this 2 currently. Starting of the linked list, L1 dot value contains 2. So currently the list is empty, num1 is empty, so empty plus 2 is equal to 2. And then what we are going to do, L1 is equal to L1 dot next. Okay, what is going on here? Let me explain it. So we have taken a number which is assigned with the empty string, and now what we have done, we have checked L1 not equal to none. If L1 is not equal to none, in this case, as we are at the start of the linked list, so L1 will be pointing to this 2. Okay, so when we done L1 dot val, what it will be giving us 2. So in the num1 is equal to empty string plus 2 string. Okay, empty string plus this 2, which should be a string, because string and integer cannot be added. Okay, so this empty string plus this 2 string will be added and we'll be getting as the value here 2, first thing. Okay, then what we are doing, L1 is equal to L1 dot next. Currently what is this L1 we are having? We are having 2. So this L1 is updated with L1 dot next, that is 4. So now L1 will be pointing to this 4. So again while loop will be checking it. Is L1 none? In this case it is not none, it is 4. So it will be going into the loop and num1 is equal to, what is num1 here now? 2. This 2. This 2 plus L1 dot value. What is here L1 pointing to? L1 is pointing to 4. So 2 string plus 4, which is a string, which will be giving us 4. Okay, and then again L1 is equal to L1 dot next. Now what is L1 here? L1 is 4. What is next to it? That is 3. So now L1 will be pointing to this 3 node. Okay, now again while loop will be checking that whether that 3 is equal to none or not. It is not equal to none, so it is going into the loop. And what we have here, num1 is equal to num1 plus string of L1 dot value. What is here num1? Currently we have 24, that is obviously in the string. So 24 plus, what is that L1 dot value? We have 3. So 24 plus that 3 string gives us 243. So that will be for for the first linked list. So we have to take the number from the second linked list also. So what we are gonna do, we are going to just use the same logic and just we are going to write 2 here, num2 and second linked list, and we are going to update this second linked list also. Same logic for the second linked list also. It was first at the starting of the loop, what it is going to point at, it is going to point at 5. Okay, 5 is not equal to none and num2 is empty string plus 5, we are going to get 5. And then again it L2 is equal to L2 dot next, next to it is 6th node and 6th node is not equal to none, and currently num2 is 5, 5 plus 6 is 6, 56. And then again L2 is equal to L2 dot next, and the next to the 6 is 4, and currently num2 is 56. 56 is equal to 56 plus 4, which is a string, that will be giving us 564. Now we have got num1 and num2. What we have to do, we have to add both the numbers. So now currently both the numbers are in string. So what will be the result we have? The result will be int of num1 plus int of num2. Normal addition, no basic max, and we have got the result. What is that? Int of 243 string is 243 and 564. When we add these two, what we are going to get? We are going to get 807. Okay, now this 807 which we have got, we have to represent this in a linked list. So in the linked list we have to represent it. So we need this 807 which we have got, 807 which we have got in an integer. We need that single digit number, 8 in a single digit to represent in a node, 0 in a single digit to represent in one node, and 7 in a single digit to represent in another node. So how we are going to get that single digit numbers? So to divide this entire thing, we are going to again convert this res result thing into a string. We are going to typecast this into string so that we get that individual digit of that 807. So we have done till here, and what we are gonna do, so till here we gonna need some basic idea how to create a linked list. Okay, so we have got 807, but we have to represent that 807 in 708 manner. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just negative slice it and make it reverse number. Now we have got 708, and this 708 which we have in a string form, we have to represent that in a linked list. So okay, how we are gonna do that? I'm gonna take a head. Okay, what is this head is going to do? This head is going to create a list node, and in this list node we're gonna have the starting digit of this res of 0. Okay, no basic maths here. List node is a class with the help of which we are creating a basic node using Python. Okay, this list node is a class defined here. We are creating a basic node. Okay, so this list node, in this list node, what we are passing a value, we are passing res of 0, which is 7 string. We are typecasting it into an integer. Okay, now a node will be created here at this point of time. A node will be created with 7, and its next pointer will be none. I hope you know basic knowledge about linked list. Okay, so head is equal to that much currently, and now our current pointer is going to point to head. Simple as that. Now what we are going to do, we are going to iterate in our result, and we are going to create a node current is equal to list node of int of I. Okay, int of I, and this result which we are having is 708 we have result. Okay, so already our head have, in our head we have created this 7 node which is pointing to none. So we don't want this 7. What we will be doing, we will be iterating it with 1. So the iteration will be starting from 0 and 8. It will exclude the starting number which is 7, which is, why? Because that 7 is already, that node was created in the head part. Okay, now current is equal to list node of int of I. So what will be happening here? Currently current and head both are pointing to this 7 node which is pointing to none. Okay, now we have what we have done, current node is equal to int of I. So a new node 0 is created with none. Here a new node, here a new node 0 is created with none. So we have to connect this 7 none node and 0 none node. How we are going to connect? Currently the next of 7 was none. So we have to connect this 7 with the 0. Means the next of 7 should be this 0. So what we are going to do, current is equal to current dot next. So we are updating the current. Okay, so current is 7 none, and this next is equal to this. So the final thing will be going to be 7 and 0 and none. The final thing will be this. Okay, after this entire thing, same for the 8 also. A new node 8 with none will be created here. 8 with none, and we have done 7 0 and none is there, and dot next, this 8 will be added here, and the new linked list is created, and we are gonna return this linked list, return head. So now at this point of time you may get a doubt, why we are returning head, why not current? So current is just a pointer which is pointing to the latest node of the linked list. Means this current does not have this entire linked list. It only has this 8 none node. Okay, the entire linked list was stored in this head. Okay, so that's why we have created a class list node which is 7, and this current is pointing to that list node object. Okay, this entire operation was done there. So this current is just pointing to the latest node in the linked list. That's it. The main entire linked list is stored in the head itself. So let us run this. Let us see what is happening here. We have only got 7 as output. What about 0 and 8? Num1 L2 dot value, and we have just done this 708, and we are creating a list node which is this. Okay, so here we have to write current dot next. Okay, currently current is pointing to head, so we have to update the next of the head. Okay, 7 none, no, this 7 none should be connected to this new node which is created 0 none. So this 7 none next should be connected to this 0 none. Okay, nice. Now I think it should work. Yeah, now it is working fine. What has happened now? It is saying wrong answer. Okay, let us check what we have done. So our strategy was to take this 243 and we have to reverse that number, and we have to take the second linked list, that is 564, and we have to reverse that, and we have to add this both things, and we have to reverse the resultant also. So what else we have done here? Okay, we have taken 243 from the first linked list and 564 from the second linked list, and okay, see here we have directly added those both the numbers. We have to do reverse of them. Num1 is equal to num1 of reverse of that, and num2 is equal to num2 of reverse of that. Okay, so we have done reverse thing, and now it should work. Yeah, now it has worked.